In this video, we are sharing the ways we use Starbond CA glue in both a practical and creative way. We're going to share the techniques and little tips to help you get the best results from the projects that you make. Starbond offer a great range of products, including different thicknesses and colours of glue, as well as the accelerant to speed your process up. So let's focus on our first practical use for Starbond CA glue. Working with the thin CA glue that is faster flowing, and we're going to show you how we can fill a knot and a crack in the wood. The method that we use is to sand the wood first of all. The reason for this, it gives us the natural colour dust from the wood, allowing us to fill the crack with the best colour match possible. We then put a little bit of the thin glue, and because it's fast flowing, it flows down into the knot or into the crack nice and easily. We take off any excess glue that is left over with a cloth, use the accelerant to speed up that drying process, and then sand back over everything to get a nice flat finish. You can fill both a knot and a hairline crack using the fast super glue. It's the same technique where we sand the wood itself to fill in the crack in the woods. We then run our Starbond CA glue into that crack, take off any excess using the cloth. We then sand back over everything. We use the accelerant, allowing the process to be speeded up, and then once again sand over everything to make sure that we have a nice, even, quality finish. A quick tip: if you've got a hole in the wood to cover up, use a skewered chisel on either side of the hole, fill it with Starbond CA glue, and it can create the effect of a little knot in the woods and cover up the hole. Now let's move on to the second way we use Starbond CA glue with our woodworking projects. We're focusing on the medium and thick glues for this part of the demonstration. An important method used on a daily basis here at our workshop is stack cutting. We use Starbond CA glue to do this. What we do is to put a dot of Starbond CA glue on the corners of the wood itself. We use the accelerant on the other piece of wood, and we stack the different layers of wood together. What this means is when we are working on the scroll saw, we can cut out 3 items at the same time. We then take it across to our workbench, and using the different curved gouges and chisels, we can add detail and depth to our robin. We sand everything over to get it nice and smooth, and then once again our Starbond CA glue comes in useful for this project. To explain the method that we use, we add the Starbond thick CA glue to one piece of our decoration. We add the accelerant to the other part of the decoration, and we stick the different parts together. Because we're using that thick CA glue, we have far better control. The thin CA glue is less suitable for this job because it flows more easily and will make more mess for a project like this one. The thick CA glue, you have far better control, and using it together with the spray accelerant, we can stick our decoration together with minimal mess and fuss. Using our Starbond CA glue allows us to be so much more productive. In this example, we are cutting out a Celtic themed box. But once more, you can see us using that stack cutting method, allowing us to cut out 2 at the same time, saving us time and money. To put our box together, we are using that spray accelerant again, as well as the medium Starbond CA glue. We add the glue to the one part of the design, spray the accelerant to the other, and stick the lid of our box together. Same with adding the base and the surround of the box. We're using that medium CA glue and the Starbond, creating a unique and original box design. Moving on to another way that we use Starbond CA glue, and in this demonstration we are using the accelerants, the medium CA glue for our stack cutting, but we're also working with the black CA glue, and this allows us to have more fun and get creative with our projects. So that medium CA glue and accelerant comes in useful once again for that stack cutting method. In this example, we're working on a butterfly design, and it allows us to cut out 3 outlines of the butterfly at the same time. To get creative with our black CA glue, we start off by placing our item onto a blank piece of paper. We then cover the item using our spray accelerant and begin to fill the gaps in our butterfly design using that black CA glue. What it allows us to do is to add an extra colour to our design, adding further interest to what we're making. Using our belt sander, we can sand off any paper that gets stuck to the woods, as well as any excess CA glue that is left over from filling the gaps. We go back across to our workbench, and we can use those wood carving skills that are fantastic in adding another dimension to what you're making. So we add separation from the body of the butterfly. Once again, we use our accelerant and the medium CA glue to stick a fridge magnet to the back of our butterfly. Another little tip is to add the magnet and anything that needs to be glued onto the woods before you use your finish. In this final example, you can see us working on some sunflowers. We've used the CA glue for that stack cutting method to produce 3 at the same time. The black CA glue is used to add a little bit of definition between the center of our sunflower and the petals. The hand carving skills add depth and interest to the design, and that magnet can be stuck onto the back of our fridge magnets before adding our 3 coats of shellac sanding sealer. Thank you all again for watching. It's a pleasure to be able to share the tips, methods and techniques we use for Starbond CA glue. If you want to know more about Starbond CA glue and how you can use it, remember to check out the other videos on our channel. There's loads of tips and information to help you take your woodworking up to the next level.